When I was little, I used to be afraid that a monster was waiting under my bed to catch me by my ankle and drag me into the darkness. I was afraid I would be lost forever. I set up a system for myself to outsmart my monster and never let him catch me unaware. I was always aware. I left my pajamas under my pillow, and when it was nighttime, I would change on top of my bed and throw my jeans against the wall above my light switch so they would slide down and turn my light off. That way, I would not have to travel the distance of darkness that became my room. If I lost a shoe or a toy under the bed, I would count my losses and view the need for retrieval as an evil trap to pull me down with it. Everyone has his or her own fears. Rationale doesn't matter when it comes to what scares us. Safe always feels better than sorry, and we set up this system to guard ourselves from the monsters that seem to always lurk in our unknown territories. We fear the unknown, and sometimes we fear the past catching up to us, running from a DNA legacy like we used to run through the dark from the monsters. We set up a system to protect ourselves from our biggest fear, like a child who thinks the monster will drag them into the dark and never let them go. We fear our own darkness coming out to drag us away and never let us come back to right. Our past can be a darkness that threatens to destroy and cast a haunting shadow over our future. The darkness hisses, "One misstep and you're mine." We grow up and learn a thing or two about monsters under the bed, but we never grow up enough to not need a safe place to run when we feel scared.
'Cause even the stars, they burn. Some even fall to the earth. We got a lot to learn. God knows we're worth it. No, I won't give up.
When I would lose my stuffed friends to the darkness under my bed, I would consider them gone. The risk was too great to pull them out, and even if I did, I was afraid they would somehow be tainted. They would have monster dust on them. What if it got on me? The risk was too great, and the darkness was theirs. Part of growing up is having to face your fears. You can't go through life afraid, and sometimes you have to clean out from under your bed to retrieve what was lost, so that you know that nothing is going to drag you under to keep you forever. It's not about the action, it's about the belief. The belief needs to be righted. I would learn that if I entered the darkness beneath my bed, I would emerge with newfound wisdom that my fears were not based on reality, and I wouldn't be scared anymore. I would emerge a little bit wiser, a little less afraid. There comes a day of reckoning when your own darkness, your buried secrets, your hidden damage catches up to you, and you're forced to face it so that it can be cleaned. You can't live in freedom and fear at the same time. You're meant to be free, not afraid, and on this journey of life, no part of you can stay lost forever. The broken and lost parts of you will dig their way out so they can be redeemed, not so they can destroy you. You're disciplined with a lesson in grace, not rejection. Perfect love casts out fear. No one who loves is afraid to go through the depths of darkness to bring you back to the light. But nobody can go through the darkness for you. It's your own journey. You'll learn that you're never alone. You'll emerge a little bit wiser, a little less afraid. You're meant to be whole, not a segmented adult with mismatched shoes. As you go through this process of lifelong redemption, of healing the child within the adult, you will notice the fears of others. When you misstep and end up lost in the dark, they will not come and find you. Fear makes them think it's too great a risk. They'll think you're tainted. They'll think you'll taint them. But Jesus is not afraid of the dark. He is not afraid of your monster, and he's not afraid that you'll taint him. He's already been there. He already knows your worst, and he went to the depths to redeem you. He'll set you on your feet and walk with you, and you'll know that even your worst cannot stop his love. You'll know there is nothing to fear. That's what failure and redemption teaches. You have to go through it to know it, and you'll never be afraid again. Sometimes people will still avoid you and muddy your story of redemption with their doubt. But it says nothing about you. It says everything about them. When they doubt your healing, they doubt the salvation power of Jesus. That's between them and God. It's not for you to fix. They can make you feel like you have to answer to them, that you have to get their approval before you can be free. Resist the temptation to be a people pleaser. It will never work. You'll never be good enough. If they continue to look at your failure, they'll never see the redemption. Dust off your feet and move on. They have no hold on you. The darkness of failure can never hold you forever. Because who the sun sets free is free indeed.